Being highly intelligent might seem like a gift, but it's not always as glamorous as it's made out to be. If you're someone who has been labeled as too smart for your own good, or if you feel like your intellect isolates you from the rest of the world, this video is for you. Today, we're going to talk about the struggles of being a highly intelligent person, the things that are often not talked about. When you have a sharp mind, your brain works faster and processes information in ways that others might not understand. But while intelligence is often celebrated in society, it can also create a host of issues that are difficult to explain to others. If you've ever felt out of place, overwhelmed by your own thoughts, or like you can't connect with the people around you, you are not alone. Struggle number 1: social isolation and difficulty connecting. One of the most common struggles of highly intelligent people is social isolation. It's not that they don't want to connect with others, it's that it can be extremely difficult to find people who understand them. When you think differently, your perspectives on topics are often unique, and this can lead to misunderstandings. Highly intelligent people may struggle to find friends or companions who can keep up with their conversations. In many cases, they end up feeling lonely, even when surrounded by people. They may feel as though others are not capable of engaging in the intellectual discussions they crave. As a result, they might start to withdraw, opting to spend time alone rather than force themselves into social situations where they feel misunderstood. Social interactions that come easily to others can be emotionally draining for highly intelligent individuals. They may often feel like they're in a constant state of checking in with the conversation, asking themselves if they're being too abstract or too difficult to follow. They might even feel a sense of guilt when they have to explain themselves over and over again. Struggle number 2: the burden of overthinking. Highly intelligent people are often plagued by overthinking. Their minds are constantly analyzing everything, from conversations to situations, to even their own emotions. This never-ending process of analyzing, planning, and predicting outcomes can lead to mental exhaustion. Overthinking can cause stress, anxiety, and indecisiveness. With so many thoughts running through their minds, it can be challenging for intelligent individuals to find peace and focus. It's like their brains are in perpetual motion, making it hard to turn off, even when they want to relax. This constant flow of thoughts can interfere with their personal lives and lead to burnout if not managed properly. In relationships, this overthinking can cause them to overanalyze every word, every gesture, and every action, which can lead to unnecessary tension and misunderstandings. It can even affect their ability to trust others, as they might constantly wonder if they're being manipulated or if there are hidden motives. Struggle number 3: the pressure to perform and succeed. Highly intelligent people often face the overwhelming pressure to constantly perform at their best. This pressure is self-imposed, but it can be crippling nonetheless. Because they are capable of achieving so much, there is a constant expectation, whether from themselves, their families, or society, that they should always be excelling. This pressure can cause immense stress. The fear of failure looms larger, because highly intelligent individuals may feel like they have to prove themselves over and over again. Perfectionism often comes into play, and the idea of not being perfect can feel like a personal failure. As a result, even small mistakes can lead to feelings of intense guilt and self-doubt. This pressure can also hinder personal growth, as the individual might become too focused on outcomes rather than the process itself. They may struggle to take risks or try new things out of fear that they won't live up to their own high expectations. Struggle number 4: the mental exhaustion of constant learning. A highly intelligent person is often in a constant state of learning. They crave knowledge and enjoy expanding their horizons. However, this constant need to learn can lead to mental exhaustion. Learning is stimulating, but when there's no time to rest, it can become overwhelming. Being highly intelligent can create an internal conflict. On one hand, the individual wants to continue exploring new ideas, solving complex problems, and acquiring more knowledge. But on the other hand, their mind needs a break, and that break is often difficult to come by. The result? Mental fatigue. This burnout is exacerbated by the fact that many highly intelligent individuals don't like to switch off, because they fear they might lose the edge that comes with constant learning. They feel the need to stay ahead, to be the first to know something, and to constantly improve themselves. But this relentless pursuit of knowledge can leave them mentally exhausted and emotionally drained. Struggle number 5: perfectionism and self-criticism. Perfectionism is often an inevitable byproduct of high intelligence. Because they can see things clearly and understand how things should be done, highly intelligent individuals tend to have very high standards for themselves. This self-criticism can often lead to feelings of frustration and disappointment when things aren't as perfect as they would like them to be. Intelligent people often have a hard time accepting mediocrity, whether it's their own or others. When they feel that they've made a mistake, it can spiral into an overwhelming sense of self-doubt. They may focus excessively on their flaws or perceived failures, even if they are minor. This perfectionism doesn't just affect work or academics, it can spill over into personal relationships. A highly intelligent person may feel that they aren't good enough in social situations, and they might criticize themselves for not fitting in or meeting others' expectations. Struggle number 6: the feeling of being misunderstood. Another common struggle of being highly intelligent is the feeling of being misunderstood. Highly intelligent people often feel as though they're not able to express their thoughts or ideas in a way that others can comprehend. This can lead to frustration and feelings of isolation. When they attempt to communicate, they may use language or concepts that others find too complex or difficult to understand. As a result, they may feel as though they're talking to a wall, unable to engage in meaningful conversation with those around them. This can also lead to frustration in relationships. When a highly intelligent person tries to explain their thoughts or feelings, they may be met with blank stares, dismissals, or even frustration from others who simply don't get it. The result is a sense of emotional detachment and loneliness. Struggle number 7: the desire for depth in relationships. Highly intelligent people crave depth in their relationships. They don't want shallow interactions, they want connections that are meaningful, fulfilling, and intellectually stimulating. Unfortunately, this desire for depth can be hard to fulfill in relationships with others who don't share the same intellectual pursuits or emotional intelligence. This struggle can result in a feeling of disconnection. Even if they have a circle of friends or a partner, highly intelligent individuals may feel like they're not fully understood or appreciated for who they truly are. Relationships with others might feel like a series of surface-level exchanges, which can lead to dissatisfaction or emotional distance. Struggle number 8: the pressure to fit in or be normal. Highly intelligent people often feel the pressure to conform, even though they're usually aware of their uniqueness. They may struggle with wanting to be accepted by others, even though their thinking, personality, and behavior are different from the norm. This pressure to fit in can lead to self-doubt and insecurity. Highly intelligent people might feel that they're too different, too out there, or too complicated to be accepted by others. So, they might try to hide certain aspects of themselves in an attempt to be normal or to avoid standing out too much. This leads to an internal conflict, where the individual wants to embrace their uniqueness but also desires social acceptance. Conclusion: being highly intelligent comes with a unique set of struggles that aren't always visible to the outside world. The challenges of feeling isolated, overthinking, striving for perfection, and seeking depth in relationships can take a toll on mental and emotional health. However, it's important to recognize that while intelligence comes with its difficulties, it is also a gift. The key is to learn how to manage these struggles, whether by seeking support from others, setting boundaries, or taking time for self-care. By doing so, highly intelligent individuals can find a balance and create a life that allows them to thrive without feeling overwhelmed. So, if you're someone who identifies with these struggles, know that you're not alone. Embrace your intelligence, but also be kind to yourself and take care of your mental and emotional